Hi, this is Abby Jo, and thank you today for joining me for this Christmas vlog. I like to keep Christmas simple, but I love to decorate. So here are a few things that I like to do for the holidays that keep it simple, but keep it really cozy. I love garlands. You probably already know that if you've seen my previous videos. Putting garlands up just gives me all the feels of the holidays, and I love real garlands. And a lot of people ask me all the time, like, well, how do you keep them alive? I don't keep them alive. They're in the cooler part of my house, and they kind of like freeze dry after a while. Some people, maybe don't like that. I don't really they look good. I still think they look good. And I keep my greens up literally like through February. We have long winters here, and I love seeing them. I just love it. And I'll keep them up as long as I possibly can. Yes, they are a mess when I take them down and I have to clean and sweep and vacuum and all that, but to me it's worth it. And I love it. I love the texture it gives and just the cozy warmth that garlands bring. So I'm going to be putting these garlands over the large window and these little windows, most likely in a couple other spots in the house. One of my standbys for every single Christmas is my grandma's shiny bright ornaments. I collect those. I have the original ones she gave me. This is my great grandmother, so I have some bells and I have some really cute scenes. But as the years go by, you collect more and some break and all that. So I look for them everywhere just because I want to keep, collecting them. So those are a standby. They're so beautiful in jars. They're beautiful on a platter. They're beautiful all over the tree. So I collect those, and they're my standby year after year. I don't change it. I love it. It's just kind of a tradition, and that's definitely one way that I save money. I'm not buying new ornaments. I collect them here and there when I see them on sale or at a good deal at a thrift store, but I'm not like purchasing all new ornaments every year. Thrift stores are where it's at. I love going to thrift stores. Every year, I usually find one or two new things to add to my collection. And this year, I found a beautiful set of holly dishes for Christmas. And I actually have never collected like specific dishes for the holidays, except for my Tom and Jerry's that were originally my great grandma's. But these dishes are so cute. They were 99 cents a piece. I have enough to set a whole beautiful table, and I'm absolutely in love with them. Let me show you. They have these teacups. They're so cute. I left the stickers because I need to wash them and put them all away, but I'm just absolutely in love with them. I feel like it's the year of the dining room table because I got these beautiful dishes at the Goodwill for 99 cents. I have enough for I want to say 8 or 10 place setting, but I'm not positive. I need to count it. And then also I recently purchased a whole box of wine glasses for $9.99 at Goodwill. And I have no matching water and juice glasses and stuff. So I thought that would look really beautiful on the table. So my favorite things to use for Christmas is definitely garlands, Christmas lights, vintage dishes, vintage jars that you could fill with candy and cookie cutters. I just love layering different vintage linens and things like that, plaids. I just like to keep it simple, and it reminds me of growing up with my mom and my grandma and my great grandma, and just the simplicity of Christmas, but the coziness. And I just try to keep it simple every year by just kind of blending all of those elements together. Let's talk Christmas thrift store finds. These are some of my recent ones. I talked to you guys about getting these wine glasses for $9.99 at Goodwill. And I'm really happy because I didn't have any matching glasses to fit around my dining room table. And so I'm really, really pleased with these. They're going to look so elegant around the Christmas table. I want to show you guys the box that I got these wine glasses right here. I just encourage you guys, always dig around and look very thoroughly in a thrift store because you'll be surprised at what you can find. Like for me, I saw this box and it had wine glasses in it. Sometimes they put other things, but here, you know, $9.99 for 12 glasses. That is such a good deal. They match, they are really pretty, and they look great around that table. And I always look in a box, even if it has a different picture or it seems like it's one thing, because you never know what's inside the box. So it's always good to look and make sure, you know, it might be something good. At the same store that I found the wine glasses, on a different day, I found these beautiful dishes. I've already shown you a little bit of them, but the Holly and Ivy, 99 cents a piece. They're vintage, and I love them so much. They're just so pretty. And I'm gonna use them all winter long. I like that they're not overly Christmassy, so that, you know, I think they look great and they'll look just like wonderful on a you know, holiday table, just as much as they would look wonderful on a winter table. I know you guys love me showing my thrift store finds and then how I use them. So I felt like showing this whole area because this entire wall is thrift store finds. And I just love it when it all comes together and it looks beautiful. And I'm so excited to have a buffet. I've wanted one forever to be able to put dishes and food on during the holidays. And I got this one at my favorite thrift store down below the bridge. I've been there many times. You guys have seen me shopping. And what's really exciting about the story is I had seen this and it was like a little bit too expensive for my budget. I liked it, but I was like, oh, you know, I'll wait for a better deal. And then a few months later, it was still there, which is really rare, and it had a 50% off sticker on it. So it was originally, I don't know, was it $225? I think it was $225 and then 50% off of that. So I was really excited to get such a huge marking off on this and to bring it home. And I love it because it's huge. It is just so beautiful, so ornate, and I just love the look. It really screams to me the holidays and vintage, and I love it. I wanted to also show you guys these pictures right here. I found them at a thrift store, $4.99 a piece. They're old Currier and Ives prints, and I just love them. Why I got them is I love Currier and Ives, but actually it's what it says right here. It says the frozen UP and the snowstorm. I love winter pictures. I love snowstorms. I love all of that. But right here, just seeing the frozen UP, it's from our area. It represents the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and I love it. It's so special to me, and to know that I found it in the area at a thrift store makes these pictures mean a lot more. And I think that sometimes people want to decorate and make things look good, but you also have to find things that you love. Like a lot of the things that I have, I just get them because I love them, and I tend to make them like work. You have to not be afraid to really just buy what you love, and then you'll start finding, I think, your style. And one thing that I do when I go thrift shopping, I think about areas in my house that have like room. I think about colors. I think about what I truly love. And if you really start looking around my house, you start seeing a theme. You start seeing the things I love. You know, I love gold frames. I love flowers. I love pictures of people. I love snowstorms and winter, and I love layered things. I like rugs and texture and blankets and color. And if you just kind of see that, there's a lot of colors going on, but they all work and they look really, really cozy. Another show and tell here is this butter worker from the 1870s. My husband got it and he wants to restore it. It's just needing some little loving care. We have the handle and everything for it. It works perfectly, so that's gonna be a winter project. But we didn't really have a place to store it, so we just set it on our coffee table, put some greens inside of it, and put the manger scene and a candle, and I just think it looks darling, and it's a really great place just to keep the butter worker until we're actually ready to use it and have it all restored, but it also just kind of adds a charming little feature for the coffee table. Here is my cookie cutter collection. I've had this jar full of cookie cutters forever. I've been collecting them since my kids were little, and they come out all the different seasons, but during the holidays is when we make the most of our sugar cookies and gingerbread cookies. And so pull out all of our collection, and it's so fun. I think it just actually ends up being a really beautiful decoration on top. Just seeing a jar full of cookie cutters is so cozy and sweet. And so, and you know, I've been collecting all kinds of cookie cutters forever. So from copper ones to metal ones to even some, you know, plastic ones. So there you go. Great idea for making your counter look cute is just get yourself a really cute jar. I think you can get these at Walmart, and they're in different sizes. This is the largest size. I've had these for like 15 years. I bought them, about 15 years when we lived off grid. I bought a ton of them for like our flour and sugar, and I still use them, but I also had to snag one of them for using my cookie cutters. I love this little corner. It's just really special to me. It's been so fun seeing this all come together. You guys saw me this summer thrift this beautiful plate rack. It was kind of a, kind of a dark oak color, and we decided to paint it. And I just love it so much. I think the color looks really great, and I can put my old vintage dinnerware in here, and it just looks so good. And it was fun decorating. I have my great grandma's vintage bulbs up here, red salt and pepper shakers, this really cute little house up here that my husband got me for Christmas one year, and it just looks really, really good. So if you guys have been following us for a while, you haven't seen this whole construction kitchen process for a little over a year now. You've seen with our electrical hanging out, not having the backsplash done, getting the cabinets in, painting things, trimming things out, putting new windows in. So it's really exciting to see an area like done and having like plate covers and the brick all done, and just seeing all the textures and being able to put the greenery up around the windows. It just makes my heart happy just seeing like the next stage of getting all of it done. And I love this area. It's just fun. I got this really cute hygge sign. You guys know I love hygge, from my son and daughter-in-law, and I love my cutting boards here. I use them like 24/7, so I like to have them handy. And then this is kind of our little Christmas bar area where my daughter can make us really fun, you know, drinks, cappuccinos, lattes, all the good stuff, and hot cocos and teas and all that. And I have some of that here. And of course, we gotta have some candy canes. And I love these vintage cups here. My daughter got me these about 2 years ago from a thrift shop, and she gave them to me for my birthday. And I just love them, and I stack them here so they're ready to use for coffee or tea or cocoa or whatever. And I just think it's a really fun area to have in the kitchen during the holidays. I wanted to show you guys the stockings that we use. You saw that I have stockings on my mantle, and those are for decoration. I love them. They're beautiful, but they're not enough for our whole family. So several years ago, I went to a thrift store, and they had these darling stockings that are homemade, that somebody made. They were so adorable. I can't handle them. They're so cute. And I bought all of them, and they were like 50 cents a piece. And I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have 8 right here, and I know I have a couple more in a box. So I keep them in this basket during the holidays. They look so pretty. And then Christmas Eve, I stuff them for everybody. I add a tag of their name to each stocking, and I lay them out in front of the Christmas tree so that everybody can get a stocking in the morning. And oftentimes we have guests or someone staying with us, and I make sure that they get a stocking too. It's just a special tradition, and I just love it. I love these traditional colors. I love just the old-fashioned. It looks like some grandma knitted these or crocheted them. I think they're crocheted, actually. They're adorable. So I think the biggest thing I want to encourage you guys is to use the thrift stores for adding to your collection every year. There's nothing wrong with going to Target or Hobby Lobby or whatever for Christmas, but I hate seeing people go and buy all this stuff and then just throw it to the Goodwill or to somewhere. Like, start saving your stuff year by year, and you'll have little collections that are heirloom collections that your kids will always look forward to seeing come out. And you don't have to change like your decorations every year. You can change like the greenery and the ribbons and stuff like that, but collecting vintage pieces is really fun because you have them year after year. Like, these stockings are precious to me, and I will have them year after year. And because I have so many, I'm sure I'll pass them on to my kids when we don't have a full house anymore. And my nativity set and all my vintage bulbs that are from my grandma and the ones that I've collected since, I'm just going to use those year after year, and they just become part of our family traditions. So as you guys saw me put the garlands over the windows in the arch area with my husband, we had 50 feet of garland that I bought this year because I just didn't have the time to get it all made. I do have a video that I will link of the garlands that we made back in Idaho, and that's a really fun, showing a simple way to make garlands. But I did run out, and I want the two little windows to have some greenery, so I think we're gonna go out and clip some greens out in the woods today. I think that will be really little fun added texture to those windows, adding some fresh greens from outside. Another economical way to decorate for Christmas is just using food. I think that food is something that just triggers like memories for people. And for me, if I see a plate of baked cookies or a big bowl of oranges, like I have right here, I think Christmas. Whenever I see citrus, I think Christmas. I think the holidays. I love just using a pretty bowl and putting in oranges. And I love displaying nuts and candy canes and cookies and baking a cake. Like, all of that just screams Christmas. And I think that maybe we can just practice that more and just enjoy it. Like, get some greens outside and bake a beautiful Christmas cake, put it on your counter and enjoy it for a few days before it gets all eaten up. I just love how a bowl of oranges brings back kind of an old-fashioned feeling and memory from books that I've read when I was younger, like Little Women and Laura Ingalls Wilder, and just how much an orange meant to people back in the olden days. I've always had such a big heart for citrus during the holidays. I've always felt it's festive, it's special. I have a dear memory of a friend bringing by this huge bowl of fruit for us for Christmas when it was one of those Christmases where we didn't have a lot of money, and we were starting a business. And I just remember her bringing that, and I was like, this is the best present I've ever received in my whole life. And I just appreciated it. It was just so festive and beautiful, and it was, you know, delicious fruit, and it just cheered my heart up. So I think that's just something that's special that you can use for gifts, that you can use for decor, and it just brings back kind of a little bit of that, I don't know, simpler times. I just got a comment on Instagram recently, and I wanted to share that with you guys because it really is my heart, and I hope that it comes across to you guys, especially during the holidays. I feel like it's a time that people get really stressed out, and I just want to encourage people to embrace the imperfections and to just realize that there's beauty everywhere, and things don't have to be perfect, but they can still be beautiful and cozy. And her comment here is, I just adore your content. You show women a home can be beautiful, cozy, full of goodness, and still be imperfect. Although I can't wait to see the finished products of your cottage. And that's from Deidre. Thank you so much for that comment. I love it when I hear from people what they are feeling from the videos and the content, and that is my heart. I really want people to realize that you can make your place beautiful, and it doesn't have to be perfect. You can work with what you have. I had a friend say this, and I've said it before, but she told me, Abby, you can make a cardboard box cozy. And I love that because I really think that we should all kind of go at life that way, like making our little areas cozy. And if another part of the house is not that great, that's okay. You can make your living room cozy. Or if you just want to make your table cozy every day for your family, then make it beautiful and cozy, and just make little traditions that can warm up your day every single day. One of those cozy traditions at our home is to have tea time and coffee breaks, a little respite from the routine of the everyday. I love catching up with my husband, talking and relaxing together. Homemaking during the holidays is extra special to me. I enjoy keeping things tidy, decorating, baking and cooking more for my family and friends, and listening to lots of Christmas music while I'm working. A little tour of my sitting room off of the kitchen. I decorate this room more than any other room in the house, partly because this is where we spend most of our time in the evenings. Another favorite tradition at our house is the charcuterie board or the grazing board. We've been making these for years at our home. Homemade sourdough crackers are a must in our house. Today was a breakfast-themed charcuterie board. My daughter Nadia loves being in charge of putting them together. She's very creative in her presentation and always changes it up for us. We do this at least once a week and we thoroughly enjoy it. I always feel we linger a little longer, talk more, and enjoy these fun finger food meals together. Wishing you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.